Hey, welcome everyone. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just typing something really quickly. One moment. I promised somebody I would let them know I was recording tonight. And I was giving them a link. So, hello, welcome to Friday night. Sorry for the delay. Yeah, hello. I'm Phil, and I'm gonna lower that music, but it's not bad. I'm gonna keep it going in the background. Oh, welcome. Well, this is a interesting time, isn't it? Everybody in the southern area of the U.S., central southern area, we are all about to experience some inclement cold weather for the next few days, and we gotta buckle down or bunker down or whatever we gotta do. We gotta make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe and we're not going out and traveling if unnecessary. No unnecessary travel. I'm making it so that I don't have to go anywhere personally. I've taken some time off work and bought some groceries, and I made sure that I have like 3 months worth of cat food ready. Stray Kids fan is over here on YouTube. Hello. And yeah, we're just making sure we're staying warm, and we're gonna not freeze our tuchus off, right? It's very important. So, well, hello, welcome. I hope you guys are staying safe this weekend, and thank you for joining me here tonight. For those of you who have never been here before, my name is Phil. Nice to meet you. Now, I'm aware that, of course, me saying this introduction that I'm giving right now is kind of pointless because, as all my regular viewers know, I get a major influx of brand new people right as I'm about ready to leave live streaming. I don't know why that happens. It seems to happen almost every week. It's pretty crazy. So why am I introducing myself at the beginning? I don't know. I'm just kind of, in my mind, I'm thinking maybe somebody will watch this from the beginning, or if you're brand new, maybe you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go back and watch this from the beginning. So on the off chance that somebody is doing that, hi, I'm Phil. This is my live stream show. I do it every Friday night from 9 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. Why do I do this show? It's a really good question. People do ask me that question. It's a number of reasons. Part of it is because I haven't been producing actual videos for YouTube, like, edited videos. I haven't been doing that for a while, and I don't want to, I don't want to not be involved in the YouTube community. That's part of it. Part of it is because I've live streamed for years now, and it's something that I love doing, and it's something I want to keep a part of my life, and I love to involve y'all and get to know people that are out there. I think that's fun. I also like to sometimes have an audience while I'm drawing and explain my process, and I love to talk about animation and the process of creating an animated film, which is what I'm doing. I'm animating a film on paper. I started this several years ago. It's going to be a 7-minute cartoon when it's all done, and I think this is the year that I will complete the rough pencil animation. So I'm very excited about that. I'll get to that in just a moment. What else? I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought. Maria Gibson says, hi, how are you over on YouTube? Well, hi, Maria Gibson. I'm good. How are you? I'm happy to be here. It's nice to be here. Hey, I wanted to tell you today is 1-2-3. I'm kind of a weird number pattern guy. I like patterns and numbers. So today is January 23rd. So 1-2-3. I kind of like that stuff. So last week I was working on scene 56, and I'm happy to report that it is almost done. You thought I was going to say that it was done. Almost. Now, why do I say almost? Well, the reason is because I thought I was going to finish it yesterday. I was working on it throughout the day, and I was like, I think I can get this done. Oh, I got a heart on Facebook from someone. Oh, from Shay Cat. Hello, Shay. I love when Shay pops in. Shay used to pop in all the time, and then I didn't see her for a long time. So it's nice to have her popping in now. Frank over on Facebook says, Hi, Phil. Happy 1-2-3 Friday. Hey, happy 1-2-3 Friday to you, Frank. Talking to you. So, why didn't I finish scene 56 yesterday? Well, the reason is I did kind of finish it. I finished all of the drawings for the customer character. It is his goodbye scene after all. And let me show you how many drawings. Let me show you. It ended up being like 84 drawings. This stack of paper, this is all scene 56, okay? Oh, hi Shay, how you doing? Oh, thanks for the cheese on YouTube says hi. Hi, thanks for the cheese. So these really are all drawings. Now they're in descending order. That means they are this is the end of the scene, and then if I flip them like this, it'll go backwards and you'll get eventually to the beginning of the scene. If I keep doing this, it'll keep flipping and flipping around, if you see that, and there you go. He's talking backwards now because I'm flipping them backwards, okay? So that is scene 56. If you didn't believe me, if you were popping in here and going, this guy's not really insane enough to animate on paper, ho ho, I just proved you wrong. I am insane. Hey, Sam OK is here. Happy Friday to Sam OK, one of my YouTube channel members. I love having channel members. I love all my channel members. Thank you for being one of them. Hey, Maria Gibson says you are cool, and you are cool right back. I appreciate that. I don't know that everyone's ever accused me of being cool before, but I will take it. So why am I telling you that I didn't finish scene 56 when I know magic, right? When I just showed you scene 56. Well, the reason I'm saying it's not finished yet is because I'm going to work on some secondary animation tonight. What is secondary animation? Well, animation that is secondary is not the main character. It's stuff that is animating off to the side. And, you know, at first pass, the first time you watch a film that's animated, you may not even notice the secondary animation because you're watching the character that's speaking. And if there's another character doing something else while the main character is speaking, you're probably not going to pay attention to it. So then you might be asking yourself, well, then why bother to animate it at all if people aren't going to pay attention to it? Well, it is about making a robust scene, a scene that is full and has life coming out of different parts of the image. So maybe you wouldn't notice it the first time, but you might notice it watching it the second time. Or I also believe that our peripheral vision, our vision of things on the sides, I do believe when things happen on the sides that we kind of subliminally see and know that things are happening. We may not just be understanding fully what it is, but we do kind of see that there's other stuff going on, right? Unless you're an insect and you've got vision that goes all over the place, in which case this cartoon's for you. But tonight I'm going to be doing a little bit of secondary animation work. I'm not going to be going too crazy, but this is a character I was working on last night. Now this character, this little old person with her purse, it's actually a bright yellow purse. You can't tell that here because I haven't colored her in, but this character here is going to be off to the side, and she's going to be minding her own business. And then when my customer character starts making a loud, you know, he starts talking smack and whatever, that's when she is going to like turn to the side like this and be like, She's making like a face. She wants to know where that noise is coming from. She's irritated by that noise. And so tonight I'm going to be drawing a little bit of her. That's the position that she ends up in, but tonight I'm going to make it so that I draw where she starts from, and then possibly start making some in-betweens, or at least some breakdown shots in between that. And then when all of that is done, that's when scene 56 will be truly done. So I suspect, especially since I took off of work for this weekend, I suspect, possibly even tomorrow, that I will absolutely be done with scene 56, including secondary animation. What's going to happen then? Well, obviously, the next thing is to go back to or forward to scene 57, which I did already start. I started with a single solitary drawing of my main character of the whole cartoon. This is New Guy. So he's looking kind of, I don't know, apprehensive, I suppose would be the word of choice here. So the plan, once I finish scene 56, is to start making this scene happen here, where New Guy is like reacting and kind of nervously or anxiously, or I don't know, he's having some sort of feelings about everything he's witnessing. So that'll be the next thing that happens after that. And then when that's done, I know I'm sort of skipping ahead a little bit, but when that's done, that will be the end of storyboard page 22. And if you're keeping score at home, that's important, not just because it's 22. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Not just because it's a 2-2, but because after the 2-2 page is done, I only have 2 pages of storyboards remaining on my wall. That's it. After the stuff I just told you, I'm not there yet. I'm just saying that's what's coming up next. Then I will be down to 2 pages of storyboards, folks, which is starting. It's already started to feel very real. It is feeling more real every week that passes. But I mean, as I start hitting these little milestones, finishing storyboard pages and saying goodbye to characters when it's their last scene, it's starting to add up and making me feel, making me feel some sort of way. When I went back and watched the entire thing the other day, and I definitely noticed some stuff that I want to fix. There are some things I'd like to adjust, but I will say the cool thing about watching all of the 5.5 minutes of animation I've done so far, the cool thing about watching that was it started to feel like one entity. Like, I've been so used to watching this thing as a collection of small scenes, and by watching it as a collection of small scenes, it doesn't really feel like a full story. But recently, when I went back and watched it all together, and I really wasn't like picking it apart too much, I just sort of sat there and let it wash over me. It does feel like one story. So that's really cool and really weird, because I've literally been making this cartoon, one scene at a time, one drawing at a time. And that's a very myopic view of something. It's very small, right? Like very focused, like I'm looking through binoculars at something. So then when I pull back and I can see the whole thing, that's super weird and cool. But that's the process, and I'm addicted to it. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. All right, so I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope everything is hunky-dory in your area, and I hope you're ready for this weekend where everybody gets to stay inside and eat snacks and stay warm. Hopefully you brought your plants. If you have outdoor plants, I brought my cactus inside. And I've got my cat in here with me. He's always in here with me, but I'm making sure he's especially safe right now. So yes, plants and pets need to be kept inside the next couple days or few days, as the cold apocalypse starts to make its way. Earlier today, I know talking about weather is really exciting. Earlier today, I was getting notifications that we were being warned that the real cold was going to start happening as of 6 p.m. tomorrow. But then earlier today, I got a little notification that said, haha, just kidding. When I said 6 p.m., we meant 6 a.m. I don't know if that's because they didn't get it right the first time, or because the storm is moving faster than they thought. Hopefully it misses you, says Sam. Okay. Oh, I don't want the storm to miss me. Don't miss me, storm. I was here all along. I know what you mean. Maybe it would be nice if the majority of it misses where I am. That would be really kind of cool. Not cold. See what I did there? All right. Well, I guess I'm going to turn my camera around. That's enough dilly-dallying for now. And enough people have come in here and realized that this is just some guy talking at his camera. But those of you that are still sticking around here on YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to start moving things over and I'm going to get cracking. But as always, since this is a live video, you are always willing. I wish you were willing. You're always welcome to chime in and let me know you're here. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. I don't know what it is. In the last month or so, I have been getting people telling me that they're like, "Oh, hey man, I've been keeping tabs on what you're doing, and I really like to see your updates." This isn't happening once. This is happening multiple times from random people. I'm flattered that people are keeping track or keeping tabs on me and that they like what I'm doing. But I gotta tell you, when I didn't know that those people were watching and then they randomly say to me, "Hey, I've been keeping an eye on what you're doing," I don't know, it's a little weird, you know? So if you're in here, feel free to say hi so you're not a complete stranger, right? I get it. People are shy. They don't really want to blah, 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 blah. It's fine if you're somebody that's super shy. Okay, all right. I'm not going to make you feel bad. Oh, I better change my paper pretty soon. I'm down to 2 pieces sitting right here. That's okay. I'm going to just work with those for right now. If I need to get more, I'll get more because I've got a third one already ready over here. So I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm trying to, if you're wondering why I'm taking so long to position my camera, it's because I used to never do these vertical live streams, and now I'm doing the horizontal ones and the vertical ones at the same time. So on my screen, I've got them side by side. I can see on the left-hand side, I can see the vertical, and then on the right-hand side, I can see the landscape. And the landscape shows way more of my screen. Maybe I should take a picture of what I'm seeing and you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if you ever wonder why it takes me so long to get set up, it's because I'm trying to make both of them work, okay? Here, I'm going to take a picture and you can see what I'm looking at, okay? Hold on a second. Let's do this. All right. You guys ready? This is what I'm looking at. This is what I see. Hold on, let me You see the difference? Look how much room I have in this picture. And then look how much room I have over here. There's like nothing. So whenever I'm setting up and you see me taking a long time, it's because this one's fine. I don't have a problem here. It's here trying to squeeze everything into that little space. That's the issue I have. This is what you guys make me do. I'm blaming you. You know why I'm blaming you? Because most of you are watching me on vertical live stream. Most of you who find me now are finding me in the less convenient place. Oh well, that's how that goes, I suppose. All right, I noticed something earlier when I was taking a look at this drawing. I noticed that I got her legs not quite even, and so before I get started with a new drawing, I actually want to go back in and make some small adjustments. Something I do if I'm drawing late at night and I feel like something isn't 100% working, instead of pushing myself forward too much, I end up just telling myself, all right, I'm gonna call it a night and I'm going to look at it tomorrow and see how it looks in the morning. And sometimes things look different in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe my eyes were tired the night before. You know, that's entirely possible. All right, so and it starts there. So I'm gonna do this. I've got some generic rock music playing right now. And why is it generic? Well, those of you that have been hanging out on the channel for a while know that I've been struggling with getting slapped on the wrist from YouTube and from Facebook for playing music that is copyright protected, even though some of it is supposed to be free and fair to use. Like months later, someone determines that they don't want it being used anymore without getting credit, and then I get a notification saying, "Hey, this video you made back in July, you can no longer have this video shown in these countries because it's being blocked due to the music you're using," or something like that. Bubonic Personified on YouTube says, "You know Sheikah? I don't know Sheikah. You're going to have to help me on this one. You're going to have to help me out." All right. All right. I think I got her legs kind of evened out now, so I don't want to spend too much time messing with that. I'm just going to go ahead and bring my other paper forward and start the new drawing, the plan. All right. So how do I want to do this? Probably like, yeah, start doing this. Here, I'm going to switch the music up real quick here. There we go. I'll probably get in trouble for using this song. So used to getting in trouble for every song I use now. It's just ridiculous. Oh, hi, Jazz T10. Well, thanks for saying it seems interesting. So I'm working on an animated cartoon. As you can see, as I flip these two keyframes here from one position to the other. So I'm just setting up my keyframes right now, and then I'll be doing some breakdowns and then some in betweens to make this more smooth. But this is my little old lady character, and she is noticing that my other character in the scene is being loud and obnoxious, so she's turning around to see what all the fuss is about. And yeah, this will be part of scene 56, which I've been working on for I don't know, a few weeks. It's a 7-second scene, almost 8 seconds. And I think the next few scenes coming up are going to be a lot easier. I think I always say that, and then something happens and it doesn't go that way, but it might go that way. So we'll see. But if you're new here, I would love a like and a subscribe, and if you want to see more, you can always come back here every Friday night. And you can also go to retailsunshine.com and you'll see a bunch of stuff there. Jazz says, OMG, I love traditional artists and animators. Well, you are in the right place, Jazz. That is exactly who I am and what I am. And I'm happy to have any fans of traditional animation and artists and animators here. So thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. All right. That is part of the reason why I like doing this live stream is I get to meet people that had no idea I was doing any of this, and it's just like, it's just fun. It's fun to meet people from all over the place. And I think there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I think we need some fun. I think we need some things to look forward to. And so that's why I like doing this every Friday, because you get some people that come in every week. I got my regulars. It's kind of like a little party. People know each other, and they chat and all that good stuff. It's really nice. Let's see. I'm trying to make her hair. I don't want to give her too much hair. Well, I'm glad you're gonna stay a while, Jazz. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't want to give her too much hair. She's got like very, very thinning hair, and it looks kind of greasy. I don't remember when I came up with her. Well, I know the comic that she first appeared in, but I don't remember if she was based on anybody that I met. But every character I draw is kind of based off of customers that I've had when I was working in retail, or customers that I have now. I guess I still have customers now. So yeah, some of these characters I do remember the person that inspired them. Some of them I do. This one I don't, but she has made a couple appearances now in the comics, and so it's really, really fun to like bring a character back that was in an earlier comic and like build them into something else, because now they've got like a history. So it's like you can go back and look through all the comics in the book and go, oh man, this is when that customer came in like this time, and they came in again this time. I think that's kind of fun. It's a sort of it's kind of like you're building in lore, I suppose. It's about as close to lore as I get. Jazz says, hair is always very hard, even if they have practically none. Yeah, it is really tricky, right? When I was getting into reading comic books as a, like, I don't know how old I was, like 12 or 13 or something like that. When I first got into like reading like DC comics and stuff like that, I noticed that hair is a really weird thing because you could draw like a lot of it. You could just do like a lot of lines. You just keep drawing lines. And when you're done, it looks really impressive because you have all these lines. But it wasn't like it took a lot of skill. So some things that look very complicated aren't that hard to do. And then likewise, you go on the flip side of that with something like Batman the Animated Series, where the style is very, very like diminished. I don't want to say that's not the right word, but they only use the lines that were absolutely necessary, right? I don't want to, it's not simplistic, but it's less lines. And because it's less lines, if even one of them is off, then the character doesn't look right. And I noticed that at an early age and just was fascinated by that. And I do believe these characters of Retail Sunshine, I do believe like that is kind of what inspired me to make this series look the way that it does, is the idea of less is more. And I'm always going to be interested in how something very, very simple looking can be very difficult to pull off, and also very powerful. That to me is so much more interesting than somebody who looks at they look at a person's face and they draw like photorealism, and then the drawing looks just like a photo, and it's like, yeah, that's technically very cool. It's a technical skill. I don't know that it's artistic, because you're not really adding anything or coming up with anything. You're just sort of copying what you see. So for me, I've never been super interested in photorealism, even though in like college, when we had life drawing models come in and we had to like learn how to draw anatomy, you know, you were trying to be super accurate and photoreal by showing shadows and things like that. Oh, hello, Deepa Oli KC over on YouTube. And Jazz says, Batman, I did a lot of research. It's one of my special interests. Well, I'm glad. If you like Batman the Animated Series, I'm going to shamelessly plug my channel, because if you look on my channel, in fact, if you search my name, which appears in the bottom corner of this screen here, if you search my name on YouTube and then put the word Batman after it, you'll get a video, a movie, a 2.5 hour documentary that's on my channel that I did in 2021 about Batman the Animated Series. So if you're interested in like the making of things, how things get made, I highly recommend watching that. And not just because I made it, but because it's genuinely interesting. Like I wanted to make a documentary that I would be genuinely interested to watch. So, oh, thank you, Sam OK. Sam OK says, yes, go watch it. It's fantastic. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love that I Like Pizza just said that DC is better than Marvel. I agree. I am way more of a DC Comics fan than I am Marvel. Way more. Jazz says, that sounds very interesting. I will see it soon. Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope you love it. I hope you love it. It's a lot of fun. It features 17 of the original crew members, including members of the voice cast, like Kevin Conroy, who played Batman. 17 of the original crew members from Batman the Animated Series, and they're all talking about how the show got made. I made the film during COVID, and so it was kind of like my big COVID project, is what it was. Jazz says, DC is better. I stand on that with my life. I have to agree. Jazz, you're in good company. I have to agree. I'm so much more a DC fan. Sorry, Marvel. I don't hate Marvel. I mean, there's stuff about Marvel I like. Don't get me wrong. It's just never been a big Marvel guy. Growing up, I was a fan of Spider-Man the Animated Series, which was pretty darn good, and X-Men the Animated Series. I was a big fan of those. And then later on, I think in the late 90s, they did a Silver Surfer animated show that did not last very long, but I thought it was quite good. Silver Surfer is a little harder to do an animated show about, but they did it. Oh, well, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate that. Hey, actually, speaking of subscribing, not to do too tooting of my own horn, but last Friday, I believe it was, my channel finally hit 1,300 subscribers, which for me is a milestone. My channel grows very slowly. It is growing, just growing slowly. So whenever I hit the next number hundreds up, I always get a little excited about that. So yay, 1,300. Thank you guys for doing that. I mean, it's not me doing it, right? I'm not the one subscribing, you guys are, so thank you for that. Sam, okay, did you eat some very gassy food tonight? Because you're tooting over there. I see that. Toot. Sounds like you might have had some gaseous items. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to focus a little bit. All right, I'm doing a breakdown shot now in between my two keyframes that I just got done with. So I'm gonna do a breakdown. I'm a little bit distracted tonight, but that's okay. No, we're tooting your horn, silly. Oh, thank you. Jazz says, yeah, you go, dude. I wish you luck in growing your community. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. If you are somebody that likes to get updates about animation, like I don't mean my animation, I mean like animation from the industry, you know, like from Disney and DreamWorks and Illumination and Leica and Miyazaki. If you like all of that stuff, you like knowing about when stuff is coming out or any of that stuff, and if you're on Facebook, all you need to do is search for Stay Tuned Community, and tuned is spelled Tooned. Stay Tuned Community. If you search for the Stay Tuned Community on Facebook, it's a page that I run, and that is where I not only share information about the industry, but there are some other animators in that group, and sometimes they share stuff, which is pretty cool. I mean, I do occasionally share my own stuff, but I don't do it too often. I try to wait till I have something like concrete finished before I go, you know, talking about it. But that group is mainly for like building community, and like if something is coming out on DVD or Blu-ray, then we'll talk about that. If there's rumors about stuff, like how Disney right now is working to bring back traditional animation, it's a rumor that they're doing that right now as we speak. They might be. They've been talking about that for years. This is why I'm speaking about it the way I am. I'm very excited at the prospect of them doing this. I hope it's true. We'll see. We'll have to see. There's not really any way to know until we know, right? So we'll have to see. But I hope it happens. Anyway, my point is, if you really like that stuff, if you like knowing about that stuff, you know, go over and join that group. You know? Join that group. This little old lady has her arches in her feet. They've fallen. They have fallen arches, and so therefore, as she's turning her foot around to go to this other angle, I'm showing that her foot, when she lifts it up, it's kind of looks like it's like snapped in half. No, I'm not an ageist, but I do think I think we have to poke fun at things a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think that's part of what makes life fun and interesting, is if we can poke fun at it a little bit. Retail Sunshine used to be a lot more mean-spirited when it started. It was a lot more about me complaining about my job. If you read the comics, the early comics, it was a lot more of I was just trying to let off some steam after work. And in the years since it started, it's sort of evolved, and now it's kind of like a workplace comedy where if I want to make fun of the employees, then I absolutely will. I don't have a lot of history drawing this character, and I know she looks pretty like easy to draw. It's one of those things, like I said a little bit ago, if one of the lines is off, it starts to look a little bit weird. And so I'm going a little slower tonight because I'm being kind of careful, because I'm just sort of figuring out her dimensionality, how she looks in 3 dimensions. And it's not something I've ever had to do with this character before. And technically, I didn't even need to do this part of the cartoon, but I'm adding her in there because I want to flesh out the world a little bit more. And so many of the scenes in New Ad Day focus on 1 or 2 characters at a time. And the entirety of the scene I've been working on this month, which is scene 56, the entirety of it has been centered around 1 character. So I thought, well, let me add 1 more little background thing, and that could be fun. I'm not sure if that's doing what I want to do. Do that there. Where did that little thing go? Right there. All right, let's see. Let's switch that media up. Hey, 0M, how's it going? Over on YouTube, welcome back. too high up. Oh, well, I'm working on the end of scene 56, and I'm adding this secondary character into the background. She's just going to be having just a few movements, a little bit in the background. Just she's going to be noticing the character who's making a big stink in the rest of the scene. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to toss in one of the characters from the comics that has made a couple appearances in the background. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun if she also popped up randomly for 2 seconds? Well, more than 2 seconds, more like 7 seconds. But wouldn't it be fun if she showed up in this cartoon? I made that decision last night, by the way. So this was not planned. This was not something that was in my storyboards. I sort of feel like I say this is not something for my storyboards, like more and more. I keep coming up with stuff to toss in, and that's okay. I mean, look, I think it's very good to have a clear plan, but I also think it's very important to remain flexible and be open to inspiration if something else pops up. You know, don't be so rigid with your storyboard idea that you can't be flexible to add something else, because it might be really good. It might be something you just didn't think of earlier, and now it's like this fun little thing that you get to add in. You know, the benefit of having like a team of writers or artists on one project is you get like all these ideas pitched, and so the idea is like the best ideas make it. It doesn't matter who they come from. That's the idea. Well, I don't have a team. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that's just the reality of it. So I kind of think like it's beneficial when I step away from something for a while and I come back. It's kind of like I get to see it with different eyes. So in that way, in that sense, I'm almost like I am multiple team members, because I get the benefit of my own thoughts from different days, and sometimes I'll be thinking about things differently, and then I have to kind of square that with how I thought about it the first time, and then usually I just ask myself, okay, well, does that still support my original plan? Does it take away from anything? I kind of have to answer that question. And then as long as it's not taken away from anything, and if it's making something funnier or making something more interesting to look at, or maybe it's a better story idea, then that's just gonna help the overall outcome. So I try to keep myself open to coming up with some things that I hadn't come up with before. And you can kind of see we got our foot like lifting there, because she's gonna be turning and going from here to here. That. How many of those have you made stories? 0. I need you to ask me that question a different way, because I don't understand your question. 0 says, by the way, should I tomorrow try and make a drawing of your choice? You should make a drawing of your choice, whatever you want to draw. If you want a suggestion from me, if you want a drawing prompt from me, I would suggest maybe find like an animal outside, like a squirrel or something, or a bird, because they move around quite a bit, but sometimes they'll stay still for just long enough. I would say find a still life that might have some movement every now and then, and see if you can draw it real quickly, and maybe do a few of those. Mark says, hey, I just wanted to hop in at the end and say hi. Well, hi, Mark. I'm glad you popped in. Even if you were coming in at the end, I still appreciate it. The storybooks. I have made 5 books in total. The big book of all, like the biggest book of comics I ever made, is called Everything Must Go. You can find it at bookpeople.com. You can also just search my name at bookpeople.com, and it'll pop up. There's also like floating out there somewhere, you can get my very first book of comics from my original series called Livestock, but that's from a website where it's only print on demand. And I don't have a link for you right now on that, but anyway. Zero says, but I live in Texas where nothing goes in my backyard. Well, I live in Texas also, and there's tons of ducks and squirrels and stuff where I live. You've got to have something out where you are. Texas has all kinds of critters, tons of birds. There's so many birds. I'm part of a bird watching group on Facebook. I know that makes me sound like I'm ancient, but in that group, there's some really great photos of there's like a flamingo that lives at, I think, Port Aransas. There's a flamingo, guys. Just wild to me. We've got so many types of birds where I live. So many types of birds. Okay, yeah, see, you've seen a lot of birds too. We've got those really cool little green monk parakeets that were originally from South America. We've got little groups of them living around the area, and that they are just awesome. All right, I do need to still draw her hair, but I'm gonna call it a night and draw her hair later, I think. Because I wanna come back and look at this drawing later and see how I feel about it. I feel pretty good about it, but anyway, so this is, let me kind of show you what I was doing tonight. So this is the little old lady character, and then if I go like this, you can kind of see if I do it real quick, you can kind of see her turning, right? So that was what I was working on tonight, the secondary animation. I think next week I will be on to scene 57, which is very exciting. I love getting to a new scene, especially when I've been on a scene for several weeks. It's always exciting to go to a new one. But anyway, stay safe once again this weekend, guys. It's supposed to be really cold and icy out there. Mark says, last time I was in Texas, I saw a capybara. I know where that capybara is that you're talking about. 56, dang, I missed so much. Well, look, I've been working on this since May of 2023, so don't feel too bad. I've got a long way to go still. Not as long as I'm well past the halfway point, but I still have a lot of work left to go. So don't worry, you haven't missed everything. There's so much more left to do, and I really appreciate you guys joining me here every week. If you subscribe and click the notification bell, you'll be notified next time, so you don't miss my next live stream. And once again, if you go to retailsunshine.com, I would love it if you would follow me for free there. I'm trying to build a little community over there as well. So I really appreciate you guys, all your support. It means a lot to me. Good night. Good night, Marks. Good night, everybody else. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week.